Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video here at Tablemon. Thanks so much for tuning in. So Pure Regionals just happened. I don't know what happened because I am recording this in the past, but I sure do hope I won it with this list or something along the lines. You probably saw my video yesterday talking about the two decks that I was debating on, this or Palkia. Either way I wanted to play a little bit with Regis, which is one of my favorite decks, just because it's like very interactive. You get to do a lot of things. Single price decks also are pretty cool. And yeah, I mean, imagine if this ends up being my playing with the champion deck thing or top 8 or whatever. Yeah, I want to do well. I want to start the season with a bang. So we have all the Regis. Regigigas will help us power up with Ancient Wisdom, allowing us to attach 3 energy cards from our discard pile to one of our Pokemon, and Gigaton Break deals with Kyurem VMAX and Mew VMAX. With Gigaton Break, we can do 1 KO on both of those. Then we have Regidrago with the Dragon Sword ability, which allows you to draw until you have 4 cards in your hand, and you can't use more than 1 Dragon Sword ability each turn, but the 160 damage is also pretty significant, so really good to have. We also have Regidrago, Giga Impact, nothing to write home about, 140 damage, but being fighting type does give you weakness against Zoroark. We also have Regieleki with the Durspark attack, 120 damage, 150 with a choice build, so you get to 1 KO Palkia and whatnot, and 40 damage to 2-bench Pokemon can be pretty significant, although Manaphy is being very heavily played right now. Then we also have Registeel. Heavy Slam, a very underwhelming attack, 220 seems like a lot, but then it's 50 less for each colorless in your opponent's active Pokemon retreat cost. Steel typing is also not great because you do, I think, 140 damage to Kyurem VMAX for weakness. So that's really poor, so you're better off just attacking with Gigas. And then we have Regice, which is a very peculiar Pokemon. Blizzard Bind can put your opponents in a bind, but the damage is very low, you're never hitting for weakness, and switches or retreating gets your opponent out of it, so you never know when Blizzard Bind will actually be useful or not. Supporters wise, we have 4 Research, 4 Marnie, and 1 Cynthia. I did decide to switch into the 4 Marnie to bolster the disruption along with the 3 Pathway Peak that you do need now for Empoleon V. We also have Pokestops to draw extra cards. We have choice builds, which are not 4 anymore because there's more focus on single price decks, which means choice build is still really good in a lot of matchups, but I gave up on 1 to add Tear Balloon to be able to retreat more easily and go into the right attacker. And then we also have Gift Energy to bolster the consistency of the deck. Once the Pokemon holding this gets knocked out, you get to drop to 7 cards. It's not something that you get to play every single game, but it's useful when it's there. And then we have our speeds, our auroras, the capture, and the twin to power up the rest of the Pokemon. 4 ordinary rod to recover the pieces that we lose along the way. Quick Ball, Ultra Ball, and Hisuian and Heavy Ball help us search for the Regis we need. And then a copy of Energy Lotto helps us get to the energy, which is usually the missing piece that you need in order to get attacking. So let's jump into a ladder, see what we can do. Oh, and my camera's working, by the way. If you're planning on buying any cards from TCG Player, make sure you use our affiliate link right here in the description of our video to help support the channel. It's the best way to do it and it's free. Looking for PTGO codes? Photon Store has all the latest sets and promos, instantly delivered to your email. You can use Tablemon code when checking out for 5% off. Card Market is Europe's largest online marketplace for Pokemon cards. Whether you're looking for sealed product or singles, vintage or the latest sets, just follow the link in the description to find what you need. This video is sponsored by the Pokemon TCG deck building website PokemonCard.io. Alright, so we are going second, but this is a pretty decent start. So going second, I do believe Regigating is the way to go with this particular hand. It's actually a really good hand, I would say. So looking pretty good, and we're up against Lost Box, one of the most, well, I could be Giratina as well, so we'll see. Don't know exactly what we're up against yet, but the sturdiness of the Regis having 130 and 150 HP and 120 put them out of range of the Spit Innocently attack, and that is certainly something that's very, very useful. Now, double raw battle VIP path is very scary to be playing against, but if I get to attack next turn, that's going to be really, really good. We do seem to be up against Giratina, which is very cool, I guess, to see an escape rope into the Comfey. Giratina usually means no mana fee as well, so that's going to be pretty important here to consider. Ultra Wall, okay. Most of the latest Giratina lists, if you saw my video previously, they're not playing any way to directly search for the Giratina V-Star. We're just relying on having it at the right time when necessary. So we'll see how that goes. All right, we do see a Tool Jammer, a Water Energy Attachment, and a Path. Okay, not the best top deck, that's for sure. Oh, I also whiffed the Energy Lodo. Well, that's not great. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and Ultra Ball. This will tell me which Regis I did prize. Which are... Okay, so I priced exactly one Regice, and that's it. So that's important to note here. Making my choice of starting Regi is actually that much worse. Okay, so there's a small chance I could get an attack off this turn, actually. One card. If that Ordinary Rod had been a quick ball, I actually would have been able to get an attack off. All right, so this is fine. I wanted to attach to give myself the chance. I can't just Aurora to the active and then finding one quick ball off of the next research. Doesn't sound too extreme, right? Best case scenario is I just tank a hit with Regice. That would be pretty good. The Tool Jammer on the Giratina is very annoying though, because then I can't ping it for 40 and then KO it with 190. Gonna have to attack it twice. Which is fine, it's just less ideal, right? Imagine if Lost Vacuum could send special energy to the Lost Zone. That would be pretty devastating. That would be pretty darned devastating. All right. Do see the Comfey. Lost zoning a Psychic. And then we see a Scoop Up Net into a Comfey. So that's going to be 5 cards now. In the Lost Zone, another Psychic. And my opponent chooses to evolve, which I think is a mistake. Because I still have to 2-hit KO the Giratina, but the requirement for them to take a KO with Giratina before they get to 10 cards in the Lost Zone is really devastating, like losing a bunch of energies. And then you also have the situation where they can't... they can only V-Star once, right? And they have to take 6 KOs. So overall, we should have a pretty decent advantage right here. And yeah, we're definitely hoping to tank a hit with the Regi, scoop it up, draw extra cards potentially, and then we're good to go. Water to the Orangler, interesting choice. The 2 Psychics is really... could be really problematic for my opponent. All right. No, well, that's not ideal. That just made it potentially worse. Okay. So what I could do is be patient, right? I could absolutely be patient here. And then go like Scoop Up Net the Regice. Promote the Drago. It's just, I don't want to research away 2 Ordinary Rods right here. And the Aleki, that's going to be very problematic. So we'll see. I mean, what does this event do for me, though? Okay, my opponent actually chooses to escape rope. You know what? You can have the Aleki. If that gets KO'd, I have the immediate Aleki replacement. And if it doesn't get KO'd, then I can just start powering through. If my opponent doesn't play Zigzagoon, then they can't KO me with Cramorant. They might be. Most lists are lately. That's a grass energy now. It's a grass energy. Part of me wishes that path was a Pokestop. Okay, and they just discard their, like, how is my opponent planning on taking 6 prize cards with 4 Lost Zone energy already? It leaves 8 total energy, and they're not even one killing with Cram. They also didn't grab the Zigzagoon, which is pretty impactful. They are down 1 Scoop of Net. So I think my residual damage will just go to... I mean, like, it could go to double Comfey and pressure that, since I have to two-shot the Giratina anyways. I think that's actually the way to go. Okay, so let's just establish the Regidrago. Then... okay, who gets the Herb Balloon? Someone that probably never attacks. So I think the Registeel gets the Herb Balloon. And then just Terra Spark. Okay, I'm just gonna pressure the Comfeys, because then if my opponent doesn't have exactly double Scoop Up Nets, they're in trouble. And if they do, well, that's fine. The damage wasn't gonna be super impactful anyways. If I can just KO both Comfeys anyways by attacking the Comfey, then that's good enough. That is absolutely good enough. Okay. There's another Cram. Okay, Scope Up Net, that's fair. All right, perfect. This means we get a 2-price turn right here. And it's basically like, if my opponent's not attacking me with Comfey, then I have the possibility to knock it out. If they are, then it's perfectly fine as well. All right, let's attach the Aurora, discard the path. Then, yeah, we retreat. For a second, I was like, no, I can't retreat yet. But no, I can power up in the active. I'm too used to Malamar and Blaziken and things like that. And yeah, this is pretty simple. Like, the fact that I'm not having to go through my deck in order to win is just fantastic. I'm 2 prizes ahead now. The Giratina takes 2 prizes. I 2-hit KO it. That's completely fine. The Regigigas also puts a nice stop to the Giratina, where it might not even be able to get back-to-back attacks. 5, 6, 7. That's gonna be 8 now. 2 switches and 1 escape rope down, so even moving the Giratina might not be easy. Okay, so now they're down 1 Ordinary Rod and 1 Energy Recycler, so any energy loss will also be really hefty for my opponent here. So I wonder what their plan is to win. It feels like my opponent's playing, but not necessarily getting closer to winning. You know? That's what it feels like, at least. Alright, we see the Mirage Gate. Okay. Right. So they have to lost zone 2 energies. Probably the 2 waters. Right? So then who am I attacking with? Who am I attacking with? And I just need to set up the 2-hit KO, correct? I mean, I honestly don't mind attacking with Regigigas here. I really don't. Oh wow, lost zone the grass instead of the water. What? Alright, so you know what? I'm gonna promote the Regigigas. I already have 2 Auroras, yes. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. Aurora Energy away the Regigigas. And I'll put back the 2 Alekis. And also the Regigigas. Just so I get some use out of the card. And then I'll go ahead and Ultra Wall for the Regieleki, of course, so I can power up the Regigigas. And then I research. And we're good to go. Alright, no point in attaching the Choice Wheel to the Regigigas. So we're just going to attach these 3. And Blizzard Bind. So my opponent cannot attack next turn with that Giratina unless they switch out. They also discard the wrong energy to the point where they can't start Requiem. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 cards exactly, but they cannot start Requiem unless they switch out. If I had pinged the Giratina for 40, I would have done 140 now. They'd be at 140 and then I would have guaranteed knockout. Right now I can't KO the Giratina next turn. But it's generally not the end of the world if I don't. Or it doesn't feel like it's the end of the world if I don't. Okay, so they do retreat. There's a Regigigas, I mean the Comfey. Boss's orders and Colress. I mean, even if they have another Mirage Gate, they're down so much, so many resources. 3 energy there. 6 energy here, that's 9. 10 energies total. So they have 2 left on average, maybe 3. One of which is a capture. So I just can't fathom how my opponent wins. I really can't. All right. There's a Mirage Gate. And there's a victory. Yeah, my opponent was completely out of resources. All right, on to the next one. Right, we get to go first. We're up against either Giratina again or another Lost Box. We have the Gift Energy, which is really nice. Really, really nice. And I'm going to go ahead and play the Path to a Peak because that could potentially stop a Luminion or a Crobat or a Radiant Greninja draw. So I think it's worth it. All right. There's a Comfey. Boss and Level Ball. The Level Ball, I think, reveals that it's the Sableye version of the deck. Which normally doesn't play Drapion, so perhaps not. I mean, there's gonna be a Sableye in there. It's not fully Sableye focused, if you will. Alright, Fire does reveal Radiant Charizard rather than Radiant Greninja. Escape ropes into my Gigas, which is annoying for sure. But Gigas does withstand the damage better. One Sableye in the lost zone now, another Comfey out. Balloon. Yeah, already 6 cards in the lost zone. That is crazy. Escape rope. And a pass. Okay. So no cram. The capture energy definitely seems worth it here. For price checking. Okay, I did not price a single Regi. So what did I price then? Like, it's always awesome to see that you didn't price a Regi, but then you're like, wait, so what did I price? 1 speed, 1 twin, and 1 aurora. Okay, that's not too bad. 1 Pokestop as well. That's 4 prizes. 2 and 2 scoop up nets. Those are the 6 prizes. Okay. So I'm still gonna grab a Lecky. We're just gonna play this on the rock. And I'm not happy about this, but I'm just gonna research. Just want to see as many cards as possible here. Okay, well, I did see a bunch of cards, just not a single energy. So I might end up using research again next turn. Basically, I need to get attacking as quickly as I can. That's the goal. That is absolutely the goal. So there's a scoop up net. It's gonna be a lot of cards in the loss zone now. That's 8. That's 9. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No mana fee as of yet. So that is important to note. And a pass. Okay, interesting. All right. I generally think it's just research again. I'm not happy about losing the Lecky or the Ordinary Rod, but it is what it is. Okay. I can potentially attack, but I need the Pokestop to really come through for me here. So we're gonna do the Pokestop here. Oh. Darn it, I can't attack. Where are my energies? Okay, well, I mean, I do want to Regigate. At the very least, this turn. So we're gonna bench everyone. And I want to attach the twin energy to the active, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and Regigate here for the missing dude. But the real missing dudes are the energies. That's what's really missing here. Taking so long to attack is really problematic. My opponent isn't applying any pressure at all though, so that's good. Second Durballoon. Okay, they're at 10 cards now, so now they can start attacking and taking KOs. Take advantage of my Pokestop as well. They can KO a Lecky, which is less than ideal. So they're gonna get the first prize card, but they are down a good amount of resources. They have 1 Sableye there and a Clara and a Fire. So we'll see. Okay, let's vacuum away my stadium. That's not very nice. But it is what it is. But yeah, best case scenario, I get to KO Regigigas a bunch of times, because then that applies pressure to the bench. I can't imagine they would place the damage counters anywhere else. Yeah. All right. So that's gonna be my second Ordinary Rod now gone. But it is what it is. Nope, not Steel, just the Leckys. All right, then I'm gonna Air Balloon the Ice. I'll Quick Ball away. Our good friend Lecky, and hopefully we can attack this turn. Like, now it's more likely that I can attack with Regigigas more than anyone. No, you're kidding me. I'm still 1 energy short. Oh, no, I'm not. 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 I lied. I am a liar. All right. At least we got close. At least we got there. All right. So goodbye Sableye. The issue is goodbye Aleki again. No scoop up net either. So like the best thing that I could do potentially is power up and then pick up the Aleki so they can't get a KO. And then pick up whatever they do attack. But it seems like a pipe dream right here. Especially with 2 scoop up nets prized and 1 gone. That means 1's left in the deck. Okay. So basically it comes down to who whiffs an attack first, right? That's literally what it comes down to. That's another Psychic in the Lost Zone, so that's good news. Well, not another Psychic in the Lost Zone, another Psychic gone. 3 Psychics now used up. 2 Stabilize as well. And we see the Colress, so no Clara for my opponent. No Manaphy either, which is surprising. They are playing Path of Peak. Oh, there's the Manaphy. They are playing Path of Peak with Charizard. Right, there's a Sableye. There's an Escape Rope. Okay, I'll just promote the Aleki, sure. Oh, that might have been a mistake, actually. Okay, they go after the Registeel, so pretty well planned by my opponent. Not gonna lie, pretty well planned. I have my Ordinary Rod for both fields. And I can immediately get them back, which is nice. Right, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of you. This deal. Okay. Gonna be... Yeah, I might not be able to attack this turn. That's gonna be a problem. So I'll go ahead and Marnie. Okay. I have so many energies left in the deck. So many. That I feel comfortable doing this. Unreal. What is even happening here? Okay, I'm not gonna bench the Aleki. They don't have a target for Echoing Horn. And I got Scoop of Net. So whoever they put the damage counters on, either they take a knockout through reutilizing Zigzagoon, or whoever they damage, I prevent the prize card. And they are down 3 scoop up nets. So they need their last scoop up net to get a KO this turn. The logical thing to do would be to target down the Regigigas, because if I scoop up net that, then they have they eliminate the air balloon. Okay, lost on the cram. This might be the turn where I turn things around. Okay, I guess the right way to do this is to go 1-1-1 and then everything else on the active. Possibly. Okay, everything that they're doing right now tells me that they really need Clara. Ooh, they passed. Okay, that's even better. That is quite simply delightful. Okay, I'm gonna attach here, and then I'll just take the KO. So now things are in my favor. They have 2 cards left. I'm probably getting Roxanne here, I reckon. Actually, no, because if they Roxanne, then they're not using Clara, and that's completely fine. Okay, they do go for the Clara, so how do they replenish their deck? They must have Pulpad, right? Okay, this is the make or break turn. There's the Palpan. That gives them 2 turns though, and they still need 4 prizes. I mean, surely they have Roxanne then. Okay, they have their last scoop of net right here. There's a 10 damage on the Regis. I mean, okay, sure, you take that out. So what? Are you gonna Echoing Horn my Regis? That is honestly fine, right? I don't need to power up anything extra. I can just take the KO. I mean, this is probably where my opponent goes Roxanne. But I feel like I'm a little too far ahead at this point. Okay, there's Charizard, there's Sableye, there's a Fire, and there's a Roxanne. Alright, okay. So hopefully I don't get punished by greediness here. I do have Regidrago. Okay. Thank you, Roxanne. That is very kind. Oh yeah, I'm missing the Regigigas actually. Oh, but I have the gift energy. That's right. That is right. I forgot I had the gift energy. I genuinely forgot I had the gift energy attached. Perfect. So then I go Quick Ball. Grab the Gigas. Then we go boop diddy boop. Boop diddy boop. Boop diddy boop. Power up the active. Gift energy actually probably doesn't matter, right? Well, what if they attack again with Charizard? And that's it. Giant Fangs. I know my other Regidrago is available in the deck. So if they go boss to try and target something down, I have Scoop Up Nets. And that means I didn't lose the energies anyways. So I think we did it. I think this is game over. Yeah, that turn where my opponent whiffed, that was huge. If they hadn't whiffed that turn though, I certainly would have been in trouble. Okay, I have my Scoop Up Net, so I can just take the KO. No problem. So we'll do Ultra Ball, get the Draco. With my last Scoop Up Net, right? No, actually, my last prize is my last Scoop Up Net. And there we go. Well played. Pretty intense game for sure. Very, very intense, but we got there, which is fantastic. GG. Barely though. Barely got there. Very intense match. Extra intense match. There's the last Scoop Up Net. Regigigas. I mean, this is how I want games to go in real life when I'm playing this deck. If I chose this deck, which I'm 80-20 Regigigas Palkia, right? So we'll see what I ended up choosing. But yeah, thanks so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.